Hey, what it do? Shaq Talk TV. I'm back. I know it's been over a year, but I had some shit I wanted to touch on as far as when it comes to dating. Um, what I realized in a modern society, at least right now, because I'm in Georgia, so I'm in America, in the Western society. So I had this post I posted maybe like a week ago on my Facebook when I was addressing the fact that most guys, in my opinion, that gives a fuck about you is going to usually be brutally honest. And I seen a lot of chicks, they had like objections with that. And shout out to the chicks that had this convo with me, whether we agree or not, or you can agree to disagree. But I noticed a lot of stuff, and some of the stuff they were saying was right, but I don't think they see it in the perspective that I see it, because I feel like it's adding more to my point. Um, yeah, I don't think most women can handle the truth, and I'm gonna tell you why. Men can't either. That's some of the parts I agree with. Some chicks were saying in the post. But the difference is with men, if they can't handle rejection, meaning like, if a woman say your dick is small, you're short, men can get in their feelings all day. They can get on the internet and be mad like, oh, chicks, it's fucked up that I'm 5'4" and chicks don't want me and blah, blah. I'm like, I mean, you can whine all day, but you ain't gonna get no options, bro. Like, you can whine all you want, and until you understand what makes women tick, you ain't gonna get no options. Because most men in general, they want sexual access. You ain't gonna have sexual options until you improve yourself and understand what women want. So you gotta improve to become the man that women want, or even if it's just sexually, because that's what men want in general, is sex. So that's the difference. They might not be able to handle the truth, but they succumb to the reality of the fact of the consequences of the fact they can't improve themselves and or whatnot, because they ain't gonna have no options. So either they two options. One, they improve themselves and become the catch, or two, they say fuck that shit. I'm a wife of a female I'm not really attracted to, but I feel comfort because it's reliable sex, and or I just jack off and play video games all day. Fuck that shit. It's too much of a challenge. I ain't finna improve myself. So that's what truth does as men. But women, on the other hand, the reason why I say women can't handle the truth is because they don't have to handle the truth. Like, meaning, we're so wired to procreate, because like that's our desire to spread our seed. So we have less filters to have sex with women than women do to have sex with men, meaning that women have more stake in the reproduction process. So like, if they get pregnant with a man, she has more of high standard to feel safe with him, for him to be a leader, to be a provider, a protector. Because if in the event that she gets pregnant, the guy that she's sleeping with has to be able to protect her, because she's in a vulnerable state. Men don't have to. We don't have that burden. So we all it is she hot? Is she available? So I want to fuck her. That's the reason why men have lower quote unquote standards to have sex than women do. So, and that's the reason why hoes are admonished in society versus women hoes more so than men hoes. But back to the point that since that's a fact, women don't have to deal with the truth, because they know, and subconsciously, there's gonna always be options. There's always gonna be a man that want to fuck. There's always gonna be a man that wants to trick. There's always gonna be a man that want to simp. There's always gonna be a man. You got social media. There's always men that's in your DMs trying to get your attention. But what women don't understand is there's two different type of attentions. There's relationship attention and there's sexual attention. So they don't know that just because you got all these options, you're like, oh, I got men that's trying to fuck with me. I'm like, but most of them are trying to fuck you. They're not trying to wife you though. That's the thing that women are not understanding. So they don't have to know. They don't have to deal with the truth to know. Because with the truth, because what I said earlier about sadness is that men are honest. The real men are honest if they care about you, about what they want, and it might come off as being an asshole. It's because men are so much of liars nowadays that the truth becomes seeming like an asshole. The truth is harsh to women because they so used to being woven these false lies that boost their ego, so men can get what they want by boosting their ego. So through women. So you could, like, for instance, I see women on the status say you can't. I mean, you can be honest, but it's the way how you express it. You got to be an effective communicator. But that's on the woman. She can subjectively say you're an asshole because you just told the truth that hurts her feelings. Like, for instance, oh, my homeboy, if I'm out with my homeboys, like, bro, you look fat as shit. You need to get your ass in the fucking gym, bitch, nigga. I can say that to my homeboys freely. But with women, you can just say you need to lose weight. You don't even have to say fat. Babe, I think you gotta lose a little weight. You're not like the way when I met you, the shit that made me attracted to you, this weight that you gained, it's not as attractive to me. I'm just gonna be honest with you. She could be like, she gonna get it. Most women are gonna get in their feelings. Most women ain't gonna be able to take that constructive criticism positively. So that's what I mean, that women can't handle the truth, because men are so used to men lying and telling them what they want to hear. They want to hear beautiful lies. And that's the reason why people like Derrick Jackson has blew up, because and I'm gonna tell you one thing too. There's a difference between what we are and who we are. What society can't seem to grasp for some weird reason, they put morals on everything. Everything is a moral view, and I'm just telling you what the fuck it is. Most men are as faithful as their options. I don't care what nobody say. So men, in general, tell women, you're the only one. I want you to be monogamous to me, because they want to keep the woman around, but that's not what a man really wants. He wants to spread his fucking seed, bro. It's in us. It's in us to want to do that. So when Derrick Jackson told the lies about all these men, I mean, he ain't, well, so to a degree, he didn't lie about all the men, but he lied to women about what to expect from men, or what makes a man respectable, what you know, or that the woman don't have to self-improve to get a respectable man. And he's the man that he was demonizing the women. He's the same very exact man that wants to spread his fucking seed. That's why he cheated on his wife and broke up his marriage and all that. He wasn't being honest. So the fact that women are accepting these bullshit ass lies shows in general that women can't handle the truth. And there was a saying back in the day in the sales called pitch the bitch, meaning sell to the woman. But the woman is most likely to buy into the lie. Women make 80% of the debt in the country. Women, you could sell bullshit to women all day in general, because women are more, they have more of a hive mind. They're more easy to sell lies to. So if you was a salesman, there was a term called pitch the bitch. Talk to the woman, sell to her. She could be more likely. I'm not saying men don't emotionally spend, because that's getting more abundant than ever. But in general, women tend to most likely emotionally spend. That's why women are like the shopping addicts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's insane that women are not seeing that, but they've been woven these lies for so long they can't even see through the mist. So what I want women to understand is that these lies will get you fucked up in the long run, because there's pros and cons of being a man and woman. The pro about being a man is if you don't have options, you'll know it early, and you feel the pain early. I can't get no bitches. What the fuck? And you get to solve it early. You get to see, like, okay, I got to work on this, work on that, work on this. So when I get later in life, I get the options I want, whether it's I want to be a bachelor or whether I want to have options to find the best woman to build a legacy with. Whatever you want to do, you gotta have options as a man to have choices. Women, the kind about women, you got so many options when you're young and hot, and dudes want to, like, you get free. You can go to the yacht for free just because you're beautiful. You don't have to earn anything. You don't have to earn no status or anything. You just got to be a good-looking chick, and you get all these opportunities. You get all these dudes giving you options and stuff like that. But you're not learning what it takes to lock down a respectable man. That women tend to describe a man that's a protector, a provider, that understands women, that that knows what a woman needs, that can please her sexually. That's strong. He's like I said, he a leader, leadership qualities. He's charismatic. He's funny. He got social acuity. He's acuity. He's intelligent. But for men to get this, they got to go through trials and tribulations. They got to deal with a lot of women to get this type of understanding. There's few men that got this naturally, but that's far few in between. Most men that got these attributes have to fuck with a lot of chicks, and honestly fuck a lot of chicks to understand women and to see in that, to have a filter like, okay, she's wife material, she's not wife material. And what women don't understand, since women in general have a higher social acuity than men, women were in circles around men in general when it comes to social understanding. They can run circles around the average woman can run circles around the average man. That's the reason why you see these dudes in the friend zone when what he really wants to do is fuck, but he acts like he wants to be a friend because he's scared to take rejection in the front end. Which I do agree with Millicent Coggins with. Men can't handle the truth, so they try to play themselves and try to get it in the back end. So women win this shit 90 times to 10 as far as social acuity. You got dudes going to the strip club. You got dudes going to OnlyFans. Women send direct messages like, "Hey, babe, I like," all this shit, tending to his ego so she can get money out of this simp ass nigga. So the social acuity is way above men. But what women don't understand is the men that women tend to be attracted to, the men that got all the options, the men they built their life up, they got, they're in shape, they got charisma, they got their businesses going and all that shit. The ones that got options with women, they got higher social acuity than the average woman. I forgot the name of the scale, this graph, where the smartest people in the world, the top smartest are usually men. In general society, the smartest in general, with a general population, is usually women compared to men. Most women are smarter than most men in the general population. And the dumbest people usually be in the bottom are usually the men. The dumbest person in the world is most likely a man. The smartest person in the world is most likely a man. But everything in the middle, women dominate that. So what women don't understand is the top men that women are attracted to, they want their loyalty, their commitment, their protection, their provisioning, their leadership. Them guys have social acuity. So what women don't understand is that women are they feel so offended by the truth. Men won't those type of men won't tell you the truth when you don't measure up as wifey status. They'll go to a date with you and you demand them to pay. Oh, you want my attention? Nigga, you better take me to this and that. And a nigga be like, okay, I see what type of bitch she is. So I won't wife her, and she said this, she said that, and she's this type of chick, so I won't wife her. I'll fuck her though. And I'm a leader, I'm gonna string her along. And you all the time, you wonder like, oh, why this nigga ain't taking me serious? Or why did he ghost me? Because dudes reject women mentally. Like they reject women silently. And women wonder why they single. They 35, they single. Because they can't take constructive criticism. So women tend to reject men overtly. So because we want sex in the front end. We're more visual, sexual. Well, we're both sexual creatures, but men usually have this strong urge to procreate. So in the front end, we pursue her. So we'll go to the woman, and the woman to be like, okay, I got a boyfriend, or nah, I'm not interested. So we have to take rejection in the front, and that's a good thing for us because we know, okay, what I do wrong, I can self-improve on this. And of course, we all know there's some emotional dudes that be like, oh, fuck you anyway. You was ugly, and But the guys that get better, they're like, okay, what did I do wrong here? She might not be in the right mind space, or I might have approached her incorrect. So they take inventory and they get better. Since women got all these options, they don't feel like they got to get better. I'm like, whatever, nigga. I got another nigga next week. Like that Beyonce shit. These fucking artists brainwash women. Remember Beyonce made this song, to the left, I can get another you in a minute. But as soon as Jay-Z cheated on her, it was no to the left. You know why? Because that type of, we'll have different definitions, but in her mind, he's a high value man. So he got businesses, he's a leader, all this shit to her. There is no other him. He's rare. He's the prize. That's the thing that women don't understand. They think they're the prize. You're the prize to simps and tricks. You're the prize to niggas that are thirsty to fuck. The top guys that most women respect, admire, respect, and get a relationship from, they're rare. How many dudes have they sexual charisma, and they're leaders, and they're protectors and providers, and they're honest, and then even more, or even more rare, and he's monogamous. How many men are out there like that? He's the prize. It's far few in between. And since men don't, they're not social creatures like women are. They have less of a need to have a companion. So they can be like, look, I can just fuck bitches. I'll be alright with that. So if you don't measure up to his standards, he gonna be like, shit, oh, you just another body. Next body. So he's the prize. You gotta submit to him. But women be like, oh, you gotta submit to me, nigga. I'm like, oh, and you talking to the top-notch niggas that got all the options and it's rare, far few in between. That's the reason why these young chicks that be fucking all the high ballers and all the niggas that's leaders and leader of companies and shit like that, they get older like, where all the top men go? Where they go? I'm like, you ran through, it's so few of them. You already dealt with most of them. They gone now. That's the reason why you see a lot of these chicks that gotta settle. That's why you see the Nicki Minaj just gotta settle with a pedophile nigga. Cause she got this alpha energy, and most niggas that's leaders and shit like that, they not finna deal with their energy. So Nicki Minaj, she had to lower her level. She had to settle, and that's what most women gonna have to do, or they gonna have to self-improve until it get too late. Before it get too late, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, bro. Like it's crazy that it's almost like when I see men, it goes vice versa. It's almost like when I see chicks said that. Men that say this dumbass status where a man gotta provide to get love from a woman. That's nature. They ain't nothing to complain about. You either self-approve or bitch, nigga. Which one are you gonna do? But it's the same with women. Dudes would be like, I don't want no fat chick, or I don't want no chick parading herself on the internet and all that shit. And women get offended. Oh, you should just accept me how I come. It doesn't matter. You should just love me the way. But you don't love niggas just because how they come. They got to provide something for you. They got to have a certain value that you deem respectable for your relationship, your preferences. So, I don't know, man. It's fucked up because I don't know. I'm comfortable because I'm not a relationship nigga. So I have fun with this shit. But that's why I always tell my homies that got a decent relationship, for the woman that's respectable, I'm like, bro, if you break up with her, bro, and you really want a relationship, this dating scene is fucked, bro. And the same with women, bro. It's really fucked up. If you got a solid dude, he's pretty solid, you might try to want to make it work, because it's only gonna get worse from here, bro. What's gonna happen in the future? Women's standards are getting higher because they're earning more, which is natural. They're earning more money. Most men they're going to start earning most men. And the only options that they want are the men that earn higher than them. Bigger, stronger leaders than them. And it's going to be so far few in between to go around. It's not going to be as many men to go around. So polygamy is going to become normal. Sorry. And then the niggas that's below all these chicks, they're going to either have to jack off, get a sex toy, go into virtual reality, and all the other women, they're gonna be left, they're gonna be single. They're gonna be like, damn, where all the men at? But that's what feminism did, bro. There's pros and cons to everything. You want freedom, but you're gonna give up security. So when women say I'm stronger than independent, guess what them men think? When you say independent, they think, oh, independent of men. Okay, so you don't need me, bitch. So only way you submitting to me is sexually, so that's the only way I'm gonna deal with you. That's the only way you're submitting, so I'm gonna deal with you sexually. If you ain't gonna submit no other way, I'm talking about respectable men that's capable of leading. Because you shouldn't submit to any man, but capable of leading. He gonna be like, all right, so you ain't gonna submit to my leadership. You seen my path, you see I'm a leader, you see what I created in life. You still wanna have objections with me, bitch? All right, I'm just gonna fuck you, that's it. That's all you good for. That's the only way you're submitting to me. And women just, for some reason, still can't understand why they single. They 35, 34, 33, going on the internet, arguing, having they preferences like, oh, a nigga better bow down to me, and if we go on the first date, he gotta pay top dollar. And I'm like, that nigga, like, bitch, you ain't even trying to get to know me. I wanted to go to the first date. We should be trying to evaluate each other, but just because you're like attractive, I gotta pay this top dollar for your attractiveness, bitch. This is what most men are gonna think. All right, I'll play this game with you. I pay all these high dates, and when you give it up, That's it. I'm smashing and dashing. That's what you get for putting me through all these hoops. That's how a lot of niggas think. Trying to put women on game, bro. Hey, yeah, man, this shit is crazy. It's crazy out here. So, and I don't see it getting no better as far as the dating market goes. It's gonna have to get to the point where we become a third world country and everybody fall back into the natural. Men become more naturally masculine, women become naturally feminine again. Because it's bad right now, bro. But for niggas like me, women are more independent. They're starting to care less about marriage, and they just want to fuck. So I'm like, hey man, that's good for me, bro. I be feeling sorry for dudes that want to settle down. I'm like, bro, where you going, bro? It's gonna be tough out here for y'all niggas, man. And then the sad part is when women get older, they still go in a relationship. They do all this shit, get all these bodies, put all the shit on the internet, say all this dumb shit, and not knowing that it's a resume. That it's funny because women will say all this stupid shit on the internet, and the guy that they want to attract will read it and be like, oh hell no, I would never take that bitch serious. Because women seem to not understand that there's consequences to your actions, bro. And the reason why they don't understand, like I said before, there's always another simp that's gonna give them attention, so they don't understand there's consequences to their actions. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I don't know what to tell y'all. That this Shaq Talk TV. I'm gonna start up. I might have another video to upload after this. I want to be a little. Well, I ain't gonna. I don't care. I don't be caring about podcasts and all this shit, all like that. But when I feel compelled to do it, I'm gonna just do it. So this Shaq Talk TV. A whole year later, let's get it.